Hello everyone, this video lecture is on simple and compound interest part 2. So let's start with few problems related to it. Question number 6. Simple interest on a sum of 67,400 rupees for 14 months is rupees 4,718. What is the rate of interest per annum? Now in this case, simple interest is given. So we will apply the formula of simple interest. SI is equal to PRT by 100. In this case, simple interest is given, principal amount is given. We need to find out the rate of interest in percentage and the time period is given as 14 months. Now, whenever you need to find out rate of interest per annum, then the time period should be in years. Here, time period is given in 14 months. So 14 months will be converted into years, that is 14 by 12 years. So let's proceed to the solution over here. Principal is equal to 67,400, time period is 14 by 12 years and simple interest is 4,718. Substituting all the value in the formula, simple interest is equal to PRT by 100, value of R is equal to 6%. Next problem. Question number 7. Meena took a loan for rupees 2,75,000 from the bank. She paid simple interest at 8% per annum and settled the account after 3 years. At the time of the settlement, she gave her old scooter to the bank plus 3,35,000 rupees. What price did the scooter fetch? Now in this problem, Meena took a loan for simple interest at 8% per annum and after 3 years, she returned the amount of 3,35,000 and the old scooter. Now we need to find out what is the price of that old scooter. So as the amount is given on the simple interest, we will apply the formula of simple interest, that is SI is equal to PRT by 100. Principal over here is 2,75,000, rate of interest is 8% and time period is 3 years. So simple interest is equal to 66,000. Now this is the interest which is to be paid on the top of the principal. So the total amount which Meena should return is principal amount, that is 2,75,000 plus the interest, that is 66,000. So the total amount which is to be paid is 3,41,000. Now instead of this total amount which is to be paid, Meena gave 3,35,000 to the bank and the old scooter. So you can say that the difference between these two amounts will be equal to the price of the scooter. So the price of the scooter is equal to 3,41,000 minus the amount which is paid by the Meena to the bank, that is 3,35,000. So the difference over here is of 6,000. So instead of paying 6,000, she gave old scooter to the bank. Now let's move to the next problem. Question number 8. Asma borrowed some money at 6% per annum simple interest for the first 3 years, 8% per annum for next 2 years and 10% per annum for a period beyond 5 years. At the end of the 12 years, simple interest was 5,824 rupees. How much money did she borrow? So Asma, let's say, borrowed a principal amount Y. On this principal amount Y, she has to pay 6% interest for the first 3 years, whereas 8% interest for the next 2 years and 10% interest for the period beyond 5 years. So here the simple interest which is to be paid on the same principal is different for the different time period. So we will simply apply the formula of simple interest, that is SI is equal to PRT by 100. Now here time period will be different and rate of interest is also different. So we will split this formula into 3 parts. Let's say that the principal is same, that is Y rupees. On this principal for the first 3 years interest is 6%. So we will say that simple interest is Y into 6 into 3 by 100. And for the next 2 years interest will be Y into 8 into 2 by 100 and 3 plus 2 is 5 years and total for 12 years the interest is to be paid. So 12 minus 5 is 7. So for remaining 7 years the interest is 10% per annum. So principal is same, that is y. So y into 10 into 7 by 100 is the interest for the next 7 years. Now this total simple interest is given in the question as 5,824 rupees. So from this equation we can find out the value of y, and y is equal to 6,000 and y is equal to 5,600 rupees. So this is the amount which Asma borrowed at different rate of interest. Next problem, question number 9. On rupees 3,000 invested at simple interest 6% per annum, rupees 900 is obtained as an interest in certain years. In order to earn 1600 rupees as an interest on 4,000 rupees in the same number of years, what should be the rate of simple interest? Now, this problem consists of two statements. First statement tells that 3,000 rupees is invested. So this is the principal amount which is to be invested at 6% per annum, and if it is invested at 6% per annum for a certain number of years, let's say that it is invested for 3 years and R is the rate of interest, then the simple interest which is obtained is equal to 900 rupees. So in this equation, P is known, R is known, and simple interest is known. Only unknown over here is the time period. So we will first of all find out the time period from the first statement. Now in the next statement it is written that in order to earn rupees 1600 as an interest on principal of 4,000 in the same number of years. Same number of years means the years which we have found from the first statement, that years will be same in the second statement. Then we need to find out this rate of simple interest. So in this case also, principal is 4,000, simple interest is given 1600, and time period is to be found out from the first statement, and substituting it into the formula of simple interest, we can find out the rate of interest. So let's proceed with the solution. Simple interest is equal to PRT by 100. So here principal is 3,000, simple interest is 900, T is the time period and 6 is the rate of interest. So time period is 5 years. Now at the same 5 years, 4,000 is invested. So 4,000 is invested for 5 years at our rate of interest, and the interest which you will get is 1600 rupees. So from this formula we can find out the rate of interest, and that rate of interest is equal to 8% per annum. Next problem, question number 10. If the rate of interest is 8% per annum and rupees 10,000 lent at a compound interest half yearly, then calculate the equivalent simple rate of interest for the first year. In this case, principal of 10,000 is invested at 10% per annum and interest is given at a compound interest half yearly. Then calculate the equivalent simple rate of interest for the first year. So when the interest is compounded half yearly, then the rate of interest per annum is to be divided by 2. So the new rate of interest will be the rate of interest per annum divided by 2, because it is compounded half yearly. So 8% by 2 is nothing but 4%. Now in 1 year, if the compound interest is given half yearly, then this 4% rate of interest will be given 2 times. So there will be compounding on this 4% interest. Fine. It means in 1 year, the interest will be given twice at 4% rate of interest in single year. So now there is a short way to do this problem. If 4% per annum is the rate of interest when the interest is compounded half yearly, then this 4% per annum is compounded twice in 1 year. So effective rate of interest will be the equivalent percentage of those 4%. So equivalent percentage of 4% is nothing but 4 plus 4 plus 4 into 4 by 100. So this is the equivalent percentage of this 4% which is compounded twice. Fine. So whenever compounding of an interest takes place, you have to apply the formula of effective percentage. So effective percentage is A plus B plus AB by 100. So A and B are same, which is equal to 4%. So the effective percentage of this 4% is equal to 4 plus 4, that is 8, plus 16 by 100. So that will be equal to 8.16%. So this is the effective rate of interest when the compound interest is done half yearly. It means this is the effective rate of interest which is to be paid when it is compounded half yearly, and that is equivalent to the simple interest for 1 year. So 10,000 is lent at a compound interest of 8%, and if it is compounded half yearly, then the rate of interest becomes 4%. So this 4% interest will be given twice in a year. So the equivalent rate of interest will be 4 plus 4 into 4 by 100, and that is equal to 8.16%. So this is the end of part 2 of simple and compound interest. Thanks for watching.